What's up, Bills Mafia? So apparently the Buffalo Bills are going to finish third, maybe second, could even finish last. I want to talk to you guys about this. But before we get to that, let's get to that intro.
This is PZ Music.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. Well, Bills Mafia, according to the experts, the Buffalo Bills are not going to win the AFC East. That's going to, I don't know, the Jets, the Dolphins. So they say, and, you know.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Josh. You know, that's exactly what I'm saying. Okay. So let's get into this. Let's get into a few of these comments by some of these national media people out there talking that trash like they always do. And by the way, they know nothing about football, it seems, because they're just running their mouth nonsense. Let's see it. Let's see what they got to say.
A little bit of news here to some degree. Here's what I think is at the heart of Stefon Diggs' problem.
Because, you know, Whitlock knows exactly what's going on with Stefon Diggs. They're like brothers, man. That dude is calling up Stefon Diggs, right? They're going out to lunch every day. Stefon Diggs, listen, Whitlock is Stefon Diggs' dude, bro. Stefon Diggs calls this dude on the daily, man. Man, this is what's bugging me, man, Whitlock. And what I want you to do, man, is just go ahead after this and just do a video and tell the world how I'm really feeling. Get the fuck out of here.
Josh Allen, the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. He don't got that dog in him.
No, don't got that. Josh, you don't got that dog in.
Okay.
Josh, once again, Whitlock says you don't got the dog in.
Okay.
Get the out of here, Whitlock, with that. Let's hear what this guy, this clown, has to say. Because y'all know that Josh Allen, no dog in him. He's like a little poodle out there. On game day, he don't got no dog in him. Y'all know that, right?
He's not Tom Brady. He's not Joe Burrow.
He's not Tom Brady. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, Whitlock, not a lot of people are Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. He played in this league till he was like 50 years old, practically. He's not there yet. But well, let's continue.
He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not committed to the game.
Not committed. No. Josh, I'm sorry. You're not committed to the game.
Okay.
He's not committed to the study, to the level of effort.
No effort. This guy, listen, Josh, you're giving no effort, man. Honestly, you're out there just bullshitting around. We're tired of it.
Okay.
that the real top-flight quarterbacks put into the game, Josh Allen survives on talent.
Oh.
And everybody in that organization knows it.
Funny, though, because when he came out of college, apparently he didn't have any talent, right? Didn't have good accuracy, and he only had was a cannon of an arm. And by the way, nobody even talked about it, that he could run coming out of college. Nobody ever mentioned that until he actually started doing it in the NFL. But then he changed his mechanics and fixed his accuracy. Now he's on a 65% completion percentage quarterback. But yeah, no, now he has the talent, but now it's just the dog in him, and what else did he say? Just doesn't want to learn the game more. He's no Tom Brady. Like, Okay, so now we're on this now. Now Josh Allen has no heart, no dog in him. He just plays like a poodle out there. You know, he's just there to collect a check, get the hell out of there. You're right, Whitlock. Thank God you did this video and you talked to Diggs because Diggs told you Josh has no heart, man, and we need a new quarterback because this guy, you know, Josh is just not the guy.
Okay.
And that has been at the heart of the frustration and tension with Stephon Diggs and that organization.
Man, you know, thank God, Whitlock. You know, thank God for you, you know, letting people know why Stephon Diggs is so upset. It's the dog in Josh Allen, you know, and you know, Stephon Diggs just doesn't see it in you anymore, Josh. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So let's listen to this next, you know, next predictions here on how the Buffalo Bills will finish the AFC East. And another, you know, it's funny, guys, real funny that a lot of these guys that were last year, you know, praising the coaching staff, praising Josh Allen, praising Stephon Diggs, praising the defense, you know, even the offense. Now, it's so bad. The coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing. Josh Allen doesn't have the dog in him. He doesn't want to read the play, but whatever the hell they're saying, right? He has no heart, no effort, right? It's only Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, the only guy that has a dog in him, has a heart in him. He wants to go because of that, and the rest of the team just doesn't have it anymore. Get the what? It's a joke. It really is. But let's see what these guys got to say here.
Place in the AFC East now. And here's the caveat that I have been mentioning since the day they pulled the sheet off the schedule. Every team in this division, in addition to playing the other three teams twice, they each play the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Giants. 11 games on their schedule are against very good teams because every team in this division is very good. Even though we look at the Patriots and say, what are they right now? They're coached by Bill Belichick, so they're going to be competitive.
Exactly.
So, who finishes? Not who's fourth place on paper, because that would be the Patriots. Who finishes in fourth place, in your opinion, as we stand on the brink of a season with 17 games and injuries and all? I feel like the Bills are a Jenga tower right now.
Let's see what he says here.
You know,
let's skip a little bit here.
So I was trying dying. Oh my gosh.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't pick the Bills to go to the playoffs this year.
Oh,
I'm with you.
Giddy up, Josh Allen.
I know. I can't even effing believe
the
it.
Horses.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't, man, unbelievable. Oh man, Chris Sims, man, who for the last 2 years has been jocking Josh Allen's nuts or dick, whatever you want to say, right? Riding Josh Allen's ass, saying how he's the man. He came up with that stupid ass giddy up Josh Allen song, which is god awful. Makes me cringe. I think he said it with Josh Allen, and Josh Allen was like, okay. Like, get the bro, this guy's so corny, bro. I used to respect this guy a little bit. But now look at him. Jumping off the bandwagon, right? Which is fine. We never wanted you in the beginning. We didn't want any of y'all, right? No one said to these national media guys, come on board, join Bills Mafia, you know, kiss our ass. Nobody ever said that, right? This guy went out of his way to do some kiss assing, to come up with some corny ass song, and now he's going to talk shit in 2023. By the way, a year after we went 13-3, okay, won the AFC East 3 times in a row, right? But now all of a sudden, Josh is bad. The team's not going anywhere. Coaching issues, and Diggs wants out. And it's funny
Dying under you.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I was like,
it's crumbling down.
And it hasn't looked great in the preseason. I am still a believer in let's look at the preseason the way.
What are you talking about, bro? It's a preseason, bro. We had some penalties in week 2 that we corrected in week 3. Josh Allen still looked good in week 2. Stephon Diggs looked fine. Gabe Davis looked great. We had penalty issues that we corrected week 3. Once again, it's preseason. And you say you don't look at it like that, but yet you are. Do you know there's teams that went 3-0, 4-0 in preseason that had losing records? It happens all the time. Happens all the time. There's also teams that don't win a single preseason game and go on to win Super Bowls or get in the playoffs or win their division. It means nothing. It's to evaluate players. It's for players to make the roster. It's for position battles. It's to clean and correct mistakes like we did in week 2 with penalties. They should know that more than me. So you don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Look. But then, hey, you get to last Saturday, and you see Josh Allen, and you go, oh, my gosh, he's so good. And I was already thinking about this exercise. I was like, man, am I really not going to pick the Bills to go to the playoffs with that freaking guy at quarterback? I mean, oh, my gosh. But the division, right, you said it right. There's a lot of things that are going on up there.
A lot of things going on. Watch out. Josh.
There's a lot of things
not happening, buddy. Apparently to Chris Sims now, this team's just not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what your boy's saying.
In the offseason, we've talked about cream of the crop difference makers. Are there enough there, right? There's always one or two things we don't see happening in the season, that shocks us. That's the one I'm going to ride with here 2 weeks before the year. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if the Bills were the first or second team in the division.
Oh, but see he's backtracking. He's saving himself face right here, right? So in case we do win the AFC East, now he can come back and say, well, hey, whoa. I told you I wouldn't be shocked now if the Bills win the AFC East. Oh, Chris Sims. So that's easy. That's funny that you do that. So you're saving yourself just in case of embarrassment. Then when we go back and call you out on this, which we're going to do, this way you can go, I told you guys it wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't, but I'm going to pick them third, and I'm going to have them missing out in the playoffs in the long run here. Just
a team that's won 3 in a row, AFC East champions, a team that went 13-3 last year, dominated the AFC East. The next closest team was the Miami Dolphins at 9 wins. They barely got into the playoffs, which doesn't usually happen. Usually you got to win at least 10 games to get into the playoffs. That was the next closest team in the AFC East. And the Jets were a total joke last year. Yeah, funny. Okay, but all of a sudden now we are just falling off the map.
Just, for some of the reasons we just talked about there.
Oh.
And look, they should actually be happy with this because last year they were carrying way too much pressure, too many expectations. I remember saying they should be pissed off. Why isn't anybody saying the Bengals? The Bengals just went to the.
Let me say something. First of all, nobody asked anyone to give us those expectations last year to predict us going to Super Bowl. Nobody asked that, right? The Buffalo Bills weren't talking shit. Players weren't going around going, yeah, we're Super Bowl. We're going to be Super Bowl champions. We're going to Super Bowl this year. Listen, if you're an NFL player anyways, it's on your mind anyways. Like your ultimate goal is playoffs and Super Bowl, right? The ultimate goal is Super Bowl. To win a Super Bowl. But no one asked national media to go around and pick the Buffalo Bills and praise us already and talk great about us and say we're going to a Super Bowl. We never wanted that. We never asked for that. And I get it. That's how it goes every year. But we didn't go about that season cocky in any manner. Nobody talks about the offseason that the Buffalo Bills, the tragedy they had in the offseason. Nobody talks about the injuries that we had, the Damar Hamlin incident, Josh Allen UCL. Nobody brings this up. But yet we still went 13-3. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Super Bowl. Why is it on us?
Yeah.
Why isn't anybody saying the Chiefs? Why is it on us? And this year it's not on them. And so I'll agree with you. I'll put the Bills third, although I still think there's a chance that's the team the Patriots pick off and drop to the basement of the.
So okay, wow. So Josh, apparently we have a chance to finish on the bottom, the basement, fourth place.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently we're just.
There's just too much.
We're that bad
too
now.
Much
We've
pressure,
gotten that bad.
Too much
stress.
Too much going on, and
too much pressure. Too much stress. Because these guys haven't been there before. This is a new team, guys, that we're talking about, Buffalo Bills. All right. Josh is such a new quarterback, and McDermott's only been here, I don't know, 7 seasons going on now. Josh has only been here since 2018. I don't know. So much pressure. These guys can't handle it. All of a sudden, the pressure, it's just too much. It's too much for the Buffalo Bills to handle. It's just way too much. I'm sorry, Josh, but apparently it's just too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't buy their efforts to get us all to say, oh, there's nothing to see there. And this Stephon Diggs, there's something that happened over the weekend. I don't know if you saw this. Simple little play.
Oh, here we go.
Stephon Diggs catches a slant and gets tackled instead of taking it to the house. He slams his helmet down on the sideline after the play. Dude, it's a preseason game. It just shows you he can't turn off.
Okay. If you watched the game, which you didn't, clearly you didn't. You probably saw a highlight of him doing that. You can see why he was upset. He was upset at himself for not getting past the safety there and taking it to the house. That happens all the time with athletes. They get upset with themselves for not making a play they thought they should have made. Had nothing to do with frustrations over Josh Allen or the Buffalo Bills. That's just him being a competitor. It happens. It happens all the time. But of course, here we go. Here we go.
Whatever that is inside of him that takes over, which is part of what makes him great, you can't just talk your way out of feeling that way. So when they get into games that matter, when they have stressful situations, when he's not getting the ball when he thinks he should, do you think because they finally talked it all through in June and everything was okay in June, it's going to be fine in October, November, December, or January? No, the same issue is still there. The same intensity is still there. The same problems are still there.
Oh, the problems.
They haven't done anything to solve them. And they had opportunity.
What is this guy talking about? Problem? What problems? There's only one problem. It's been a problem. Just it can't fit the coach, whatever, Sean McDermott mainly, right? Hasn't figured out how to get over that hump, that wall, right, in the playoffs. And hopefully he figures it out this year. But there has been no problems with the team. We have a very tight team. Very tight. The locker room's super tight. Right? So this guy has no idea what he's talking about. Zero. Right? Buffalo Bills have no problems getting into the playoffs. Zero. We've shown that. We've won the AFC East 3 years in a row with ease. So what are you talking about here? He makes zero sense.
Opportunities to get in on some of these other guys that were available. What'd they do? DeAndre Hopkins, they sat.
Okay, first of all, there's a thing. I know a lot of people don't believe it. There is a salary cap. And, you don't want to necessarily be the Rams who just blow all their money for 1 year and then are terrible for the next who knows how long. The way we've been doing this is working. This is why Buffalo Bills, who went through a 17-year drought, have now been a Super Bowl contender since 2020. This is why this team continues to get better each season, because it's properly ran. He is not going out and blowing his money on DeAndre Hopkins. Would I have liked DeAndre Hopkins? Of course. But for a reasonable price. You cannot get yourself caught up in that stuff. They have no idea what they're talking about. Did they even watch the offseason? The guys we signed, did they watch the draft? We got much better. We got younger on the offensive line. We added weapons for Josh Allen. Guys, no idea what he's talking about here.
On their hands. They could have brought Dalvin Cook in after Nyheim Hines.
We got Leonard Floyd, who's going to help out while Von Miller gets recovering from ACL. No one talks about that.
Suffers the season-ending injury. They could have brought him in, diversify the backfield, have Dalvin and James Cook working together.
Yeah, we could have snap our fingers and make it happen. Dalvin Cook, come on down. We got that money. Yeah. Listen, first of all, Dalvin Cook said it. He does not want to step on his brother's toes. He wasn't going to come here. Wasn't going to happen. Okay. And that was not the save all of Buffalo. He's not the reason why you go to the Super Bowl. Oh, you got Dalvin Cook now, Super Bowl team. That's not how it works. Okay. We added help in the running game with Latavius Murray and Damian Harris. And we got a young James Cook. And we got a much better offensive line. You don't know nothing. We haven't even played week 1 yet. You don't know how this running back room is going to work.
Sat on their hands, and now they get to see Dalvin Cook with the Jets. So I'm with you. Bills in third, and I'm surprised you're. Hey, Chris, I know that we've debated this point in the past, and I know that this take makes folks in Buffalo very nervous.
No, boy, here we go.
We know how the world works. We know how the NFL works. We know that this is how it goes. We don't relish speculating on the possibility of people losing their jobs. If they don't make the playoffs, they're going to make some changes in Buffalo after this year.
See, once again, I disagree. Though, I will say, if we cannot reach a Super Bowl this year, me personally, I think it is time to explore different options at head coach. However, they're not going to do that. They just gave him an extension. This guy, once again, does not know what he's talking about. They would not give up on McDermott after this season if he doesn't get the Super Bowl, though I think they should start thinking about it. No, I don't think that at all. So once again, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. Zero. So, guys, listen, I want to get to a few other things too. With all this hype going around with the New York Jets and the Dolphins, listen, I said it before, I'll say it again. We are running the AFC East. We've been running the AFC East for the last 3 seasons, right? And just like the Patriots did for years in the 2000s, we can all sit back and talk about how we're going to do it this upcoming season, right? When the Patriots were on top. And until you do it, it's all talk. It's all talk. Every team gets better in the offseason. Every single team. Every single team has a draft. Every single team has free agent signings. Every single team's fan base believes the person that they drafted or picked up a free agency is going to make a difference. Of course, I understand that. But as you all know, as being fans, you know that it doesn't always work out in the regular season. Sometimes the rookies don't work out. Sometimes the free agency don't work out. There's injuries. There's a lot to take in, right? Sometimes the coaches are just not good enough to carry the team. Sometimes it's not a good match. You don't know what's going to happen with the New Jersey Jets. You don't know what's going to happen in Miami. There's a lot of questions there. Their offensive line is average at best. Tua is an injury away from retiring. He thought about retiring last season. Okay, what happens when he gets another concussion, right? Why do you think the Dolphins did not give him a contract and that they only give him his 5th-year option? There's a reason, because they don't believe he can make it through an NFL season without getting a concussion. And they're worried about giving him a contract, especially with a guarantee. Okay, and just real quick, I want to throw something at you guys real quick. Great, this is great. All right, so and this is for everybody here. So the Jets have one winning record during that stretch. I'm sorry. The New York Jets haven't made the playoffs in 12 years, which was already the longest playoff drought in the NFL. Thanks to the Sacramento Kings clinching an NBA playoff berth Wednesday, the Jets officially had the longest playoff drought in all of North American professional sports. The Kings reached the playoffs in 2006 as a 16-year playoff drought, which was the longest in NBA history and the longest active streak in North American professional sports. The Jets now hold that dubious title, last reaching the playoffs in 2010. The Jets have one winning record during that stretch, 10-6 in 2015. And during 7 consecutive losing seasons, New York is 70-124 since the start of 2011. That is 361 winning percentage. Trails only the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns for the worst in the NFL. To make matters worse, the Jets have started 13 different quarterbacks since the start of the playoff drought. All 13 have a losing streak. This is the team that everybody's predicting either first or second in the AFC East. A team that hasn't proven jack shit. Okay? Once again, I get it. If you're a Jets fan, you're excited. You got Aaron Rodgers, right? You have a young, upcoming defense. I get it. But look where it led you last season. Towards the tail end of the season, you guys played bad. Your defense also wasn't playing the best football towards the tail end of the season. Okay? Where did you guys finish last season? Okay? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the final season's records for let's see here. Let's see what the AFC East record in 2022. So you guys finished in last at 7-10. 7-10. Come on, man. And now you guys are winning the division. All right, let's get to the next one. This is a great one here. This is great. So Miami Dolphins, this is really good. When was the last time the Dolphins were in the playoffs? Okay, 2022, right? When was the last time the Dolphins missed the playoffs? 2021. When was the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game? 2000. It's been 2000. 22 years, 22 seasons. The Miami Dolphins have not won a playoff game. And all of a sudden, the Dolphins are going to be the AFC East champions, right? Why? How? What? What did they do in the offseason that was so spectacular? They signed Jalen Ramsey, who now is out until December. Who knows if he even comes back? And who knows where the Dolphins will even be by that time? Because if they're not a playoff team by then, they will not have Ramsey return in 2023. Could Tua stay even healthy for a season? If history repeats itself, I'd say no, right? I mean, he's been injury since high school, right? This is nothing new when it comes to Tua. Everybody knew that coming out of it when he came out of college and was drafted to the Miami Dolphins, right? Their coach, who knows? He's so good offensive-minded coach, no doubt. But head coaching, we'll see. We'll see. It's year 2, right? But I'm not a fan. I got to be honest with you. I think he made some crucial mistakes last year, especially with handling the Tua situation. New England Patriots, listen, you got to be a realist here. If you're a Patriots fan, that's an 8-9 win team at the most. I think they're 8 wins. 7-8 is where I'm at with them. But once again, Jets and Dolphins fans, there's nothing wrong with being excited for the upcoming season. Nothing wrong with that. But to just say that we are going to win the division, Buffalo Bills are done, they're crumbling, is an absolute joke. Until you guys knock off the Kings of the East, it's all talk, okay? And with all these national media guys talking that trash, I love it. Bring it on. I cannot wait for week 1. We are 7 days away from Monday Night Football. And once again, guys, it's a long season, 18 weeks, 17 games. It's how you finish, right? You can start strong, slow down a little bit in the middle, and then pick it up at the end. And the Buffalo Bills have proven they could do that. And year after year, the national media always attacks us somewhere during the middle of the season as well, that we are done, we lost it, and we wind up going on these major winning streaks and actually wind up dominating the AFC East. So once again, they could talk all that trash they want. Bills Mafia, we know the real deal. We know what this team's all about, and there's no stopping us. We are a Super Bowl contending team, and I just got to hope that Sean McDermott can get it right this season. When we get to the playoffs, they can figure out what's going on and get over that wall and get us to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. That's it, because that's the only problem that the Buffalo Bills are having. Winning the AFC East has not been a problem. Being a playoff team has not been a problem. right? We all know this. Our primary goal right now is a Super Bowl. Now, the Jets and the Dolphins, what's their goal? Their goal is to beat the Buffalo Bills. And our goal is to win a Super Bowl. Big difference. So what's on their mind is the Buffalo Bills. What's on our mind is the Super Bowl. And you all need to remember that. And Josh Allen, they're all saying, once again, they're saying that you don't got it. You got no heart. You got no dog in you. You know what I mean? This is what they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So anyways, guys, Bills Mafia, we go live tonight at 9 o'clock. Mafia Sports Report. Do not miss it. We're going to be going over the record prediction. We're going to be doing over and unders on stats for most of the players. So you want to join us tonight. Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.